The river did not move like water anymore. The team moved like breath, slow, controlled, almost invisible. Lieutenant Mark Rains lay pressed into the mud on the northern bank, cheek buried against wet soil, rifle useless in his hands. His headset crackled with broken whispers, panic restrained only by training. Ammo's dry. Two down. Thermal's blind. Can't see a damn thing. Then the words no SEAL ever wanted to say escaped someone's mouth, barely louder than the rain. We're done. 6 Navy SEALs. Elite. Handpicked. Cornered. The ambush had been perfect. Too perfect. They never saw the sniper. They never saw her point 3 hours earlier. The jungle had been alive with confidence. The team had deployed before dawn, moving fast and light, boots barely disturbing the wet leaves. Their mission briefing had been simple. Intercept a high-value arms broker moving through river territory controlled by a rogue militia. Extract quietly. No casualties. In and out. Standard. The only anomaly was the presence of a single extra name on the mission roster. Raven Actual.NO rank listed. No photo. No bio beyond a single line. Embedded Overwatch asset. Follower calls. Rains didn't like that he was a lieutenant with 14 combat deployments. He trusted his men. He trusted intel. He did not trust ghosts added to his mission without explanation. Who the hell is Raven? He asked during insertion, voice low beneath the thrum of rotors that command's answer had been flat. You won't see her. You'll hear her if you're lucky. That was it, and no further clarification. The first shot came without sound. Petty Officer Collins had been point man, moving through the river shallows, weapon angled down. One moment he was there. Next moment he folded, face first into the water, helmet shattered like glass, and echo, and muzzle flash. Just death. Contact, someone shouted. Too late. The jungle erupted. Automatic fire stitched the riverbanks. RPGs slammed into trees, showering splinters. The SEALs dove for cover, returning fire, training kicking in as adrenaline flooded their systems. But something was wrong. Every time they moved, someone went down. Not militia fire, precision fire, clean, surgical, merciless. This isn't the militia, Rains growled. We're being hunted. Thermal optics were useless. Heat signatures flickered, then vanished. The rain distorted everything. The river reflected false images, bending reality. And above it all, unseen, someone was watching. She had been in the river for 9 hours. The waterline touched her lips. Her body lay submerged beneath camouflage, mesh woven with reeds and silt. The rifle, custom-modified, carbon-suppressed, rested on a micro-stabilized platform anchored into the riverbed. Her heartbeat never rose above 60. Her name was Captain Elena Voss. Officially, she did not exist. Unofficially, she was the deadliest sniper NATO had ever trained. She had been inserted 2 days earlier, alone, without extraction window, without backup. Her task was not to protect the SEALs. Her task was to observe TO decide if they were worth saving. She had watched them move through the jungle, disciplined, competent, predictable. Good men, brave men. But bravery didn't stop bullets. The ambush had been inevitable. She had seen the signs hours ago. Displaced foliage, altered bird patterns, the river flowing just a second too fast downstream, that a trap built for professionals. She let it close. Only when the kill zone was fully committed did she move. The second phase began with silence. Militia leaders dropped first. One by one, throats vaporized, spines severed. Men who thought they were gods of this jungle died without ever knowing they were targeted. The SEALs didn't notice at first. They were too busy surviving. Then the gunfire slowed. Then it stopped. Rains, a calm female voice whispered into the lieutenant's headset. Every man froze. Who? Who is this? Rains demanded. You're breathing too fast, the voice replied. Slow it down. You have 30 seconds before the second wave hits. Rains swallowed. Raven, a pause. Yes. Elena adjusted her sight picture, finger resting lightly against the trigger. She had already counted 14 hostiles eliminated. 22 remained. She could hear the SEALs now. Heartbeats, splashes, whispered prayers. She had listened to worse. She remembered the first time she'd been told women couldn't survive sniper school. She remembered proving them wrong. She remembered outshooting men twice her size, then burying them in silence on battlefields that never made news. She had learned early that fear respected precision, and she had plenty of precision left. The militia's second wave hit hard. They came screaming through the trees, firing wildly, convinced momentum would win the day. They were wrong. Elena rose. Not fully. Just enough. The river parted around her as she emerged like something ancient, lethal, unreal. Mud streamed from her ghillie suit. Her rifle sang. Once, twice, 10 times. Each shot measured, final. Hostiles dropped mid-sprint. Head snapped back. Bodies collided with the water in heavy splashes. The SEALs stared in disbelief. From the river itself, death was rising. Holy, someone muttered. Rains didn't finish the thought. He couldn't. Because in that moment, he understood something that chilled him more than the rain. They hadn't been the hunters. They had been bait. By the time the last shot faded, the jungle had gone quiet again. Elena disappeared beneath the water. Her presence erased as completely as it had arrived. Raven, Rains, whispered, "We owe you our lives." Her reply was immediate, emotionless. "You owe your lives to discipline. Don't waste it." Then, after a beat, extraction window in 20 minutes. Move west. And Lieutenant, yes. You hesitated when Collins went down. Rains clenched his jaw. Yes, ma'am. Don't do that again. The channel went dead. As the SEALs regrouped and moved out, none of them noticed the faint ripple upstream or the shadow slipping back into the river's embrace. Elena Voss watched them go. Her mission was not over. The arms broker was still alive, and he had brought something into the jungle that should never have existed. Something worth killing for. Something worth dying for. The jungle never forgets blood. Even after the gunfire faded, even after the SEALs vanished into the western tree line, the river carried the memory of death downstream in slow, dark ribbons. Leaves drifted over bodies already sinking, eyes open, mouths still shaped around screams that never finished. Captain Elena Voss remained motionless beneath the surface, lungs burning in a calm, disciplined ache. She counted 0.5 seconds, 0.10, 0.30 only when the jungle truly settled. When insects dared to sing again, did she rise enough to breathe. Her mission clock restarted. The arms broker's name was Victor Hale. Former intelligence asset. Turned rogue. Specialized in experimental battlefield technology, AI-assisted targeting, adaptive camouflage, prototype weaponry that erased the line between hunter and machine, that he wasn't just selling weapons, that he was testing them. And tonight, the SEAL team had almost been one of his field experiments. Elena slipped out of the river like a shadow reclaiming its shape. She stripped the river mesh, folded it with mechanical precision, and cached it beneath roots marked only in her memory. Her ghillie suit morphed as she moved, panels shifting, fibers catching light differently with every step. By the time she reached dry ground, she was invisible again. 0.2 kilometers east. Victor Hale smiled. The ambush had failed, but failure was dated. He studied a holographic projection flickering above a portable console, watching biometric traces fade where his men had fallen. Fascinating, he murmured. His lieutenant shifted uneasily. Sir, they wiped out 2 full squads. Yes, Hale replied calmly, which means the asset is active. The SEALs. Hale shook his head. No, something else. He zoomed the map, isolating a pattern only he recognized. Angles too clean, timing too perfect. A woman, he said softly, and a very angry one. Hale had heard the rumors. A sniper who could wait underwater for half a day. A ghost embedded into missions without warning. A weapon pointed not outward, but inward to ensure even elite teams didn't cross invisible lines. That he laughed quietly. Sent drones. The first drone died without understanding why it fell. Its adaptive camouflage bent light perfectly, except for one flaw. It distorted the rain wrong. Elena noticed it instantly. She rolled, fired once, and the drone exploded midair in a muted flash, fragments raining down like metal insects. Then the jungle came alive. Whispers in her earpiece. Intercept she had cracked hours ago. Asset confirmed. Engage phase black. Release the hounds. Elena exhaled slowly. Oh, Hale wanted to hunt her. Good. The hounds weren't animals. They were men, augmented, drug-enhanced, fitted with neural combat rigs that fed threat data directly into their nervous systems. Faster reflexes, reduced fear, artificial certainty. But certainty made them predictable. Elena moved uphill, forcing them to chase against gravity. She left traces, just enough to lure, not enough to reveal. A broken branch, a footprint pressed too deep. They followed eagerly. The first hound died to a tripwire mine fashioned from his own dropped equipment. The second took a round through the visor, helmet folding inward like foil. The third almost got her. He came from the side, silent, blade flashing. Elena caught his wrist mid-swing, twisted, and drove her elbow into his throat. She felt cartilage collapse. He dropped without a sound. She didn't pause. Pausing got you killed. Meanwhile, the SEAL team regrouped at the extraction zone, wet, exhausted, shaken, and no one spoke for a long time. Finally, Rains broke the silence. "That sniper," he said. "She wasn't just covering us." The medic nodded. "She was testing us." Rains looked back toward the jungle. "Or protecting us from something worse." The helicopter blades thundered overhead as they lifted off. Rains keyed his mic one last time, unsure if anyone was listening. "Raven, if you hear this, thank you." Static. Then, faintly, "Mission's not over yet, Lieutenant." Elena reached Hale's perimeter just before dawn. His camp was a fortress of technology, sensor nets, automated turrets, layered defenses designed to stop platoons. Not one woman with a rifle. She studied it patiently. Then she smiled. She triggered the blackout. EMP charges detonated silently beneath the soil, frying circuits, blinding sensors. Turrets died mid-rotation. Drones dropped like stones. Panic rippled through the camp. Elena moved through it like judgment, shot after shot. No motion, no mercy. Hale ran as he always ran. She led him. The river appeared again, wide, calm, deceptive. Hale stumbled to its edge, breath ragged, hands shaking as he turned. Elena stood 10 meters away, rifle lowered. "It's you," he gasped. They were right. "Yes," she said. "You could have joined me," Hale spat. "You know what I'm building. I know what you're destroying." Hale raised a pistol he never fired. The shot echoed once, sharp and final. His body slid into the river, disappearing beneath the same surface he'd tried to weaponize. The jungle exhaled BY sunrise. Elena was gone and no extraction. No debrief. Just a single encrypted report sent to command. Threat neutralized. Asset withdrawn. Somewhere far away, analysts would read it, nod, and lock it away. The SEALs would tell the story in quiet bars, voices low, eyes distant. About the night they were finished. About the woman who rose from the river. If you're watching on our Brave Stories, don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories of fearless women who changed the battlefield. And tell us in the comments, where are you watching from?